Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Underground League. We have some stuff for you this season, some great stuff on number 19. Sammy Slade, the co-winner of the 2024 Tennessee Jamboree. We will hear from him later on about his win and his plans going forward. Then after that, another one of Chase Sullivan's little escapades here, fighting Brett Anderson in this quest to once again defame STBW and Eric Tyler Mullins, the commissioner. And then after that, a first-time ever matchup here, Phantasma Vador versus Jake Howell, and what is some serious championship implications. But first, I'm going to go to the back. All right, now we're back here in the back here, and I'm being blessed with the privilege to welcome the former Southern champion, one half of the winners of this year's Tennessee Jamboree, Sammy Slade. Hey, Slade.
How are you today?
Well, it's more like how are you doing? Because a lot's happened in the last couple weeks, don't you think?
A lot of stuff just been going in my head.
Tell us about it.
Well, it all started in that title defense that I did against Chance Sullivan. Thought I had him beat. I really did. But in the meantime, Sullivan cheats. That's what he does. Mm-hmm. He can't win fairly. Mm-hmm. He can't be a man to himself. And he never will be. But I hope and pray that you make that title great. Because you will never make it great as I did. Starting off on night one. Then I went off to night two. I had to bring an impact in this company. And I entered at number 5. I last a very long time in the ring. Very long time. And I won it.
But Dalton also won it. Y'all's feet hit at the exact same time. I mean, you looked happy to see him, but after the match, you did seem a little bit mad. And you lost your belt, but how did it feel to win the Jamboree, albeit with the co-winner, with Dalton Skull, your brother?
Feels like I didn't complete the story that I was trying to overcome, but now I've got to deal with one half of my brothers and the other half.
That being CJ. So what do you think? FD3, main event. You, Dalton, CJ, for the title. Triple threat. First time that's ever happened at that event.
They just better be prepared.
Are you going to prepare? Are you going to train?
Oh, you know I'm going to train. And you know I know half of my brother very, very well as of what happened last time. I'm going to remember.
Hey, bud. Good to see you again. So, I was hearing what you said, and you said that you're going to prepare, and that me and Dalton need to prepare. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this question, though.
What's the question?
Were you prepared at Jamboree Night 1? Or were you not even focused on that? You were just focused on what's around my waist right now. What were you more focused on, Slade? Yeah, I'm not going to be a dick to you, because I love you. You're one of my brothers. I respect you. I really do. But what were you more focused on, man? Were you focused on your Southern title, making that title as great as it can be?
See, the Southern title is gone. It is completely gone. I lost it, and you know how Sullivan was.
I know. I was there. I ran out there as soon as the match was over with to check on you. That way they did not cause any more harm to you.
And I appreciate that.
Because I have your back. You have to understand that, man. I don't hate you. But the only thing I hated was after the Jamboree, you got in my face. Why? What was up with that? I thought this was supposed to be a brotherly battle, unless...
Because I got to do this curse again. I've got to get in your head, CJ. Even though you're my brother. I've got to let you know that I'm not going to be the same man Hell Frozen over it. But this time, another half of my brother is coming. This storm is brewing against me right now. I'm going through a lot of things, CJ.
Look, we all have our own personal vendettas. I understand that. But here's the thing, though. I've already beaten you. And if you remember, I've already beaten Dalton, Tennessee Turmoil. But this time, it's all three of us in the same ring.
But you did say in the medium scrim, correct? I want to repeat your words. You said that you're going to win.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Well, like I said, I've beaten you once. I've beaten Dalton once. I've overcome my own vendettas in the past. Coming back from getting kidnapped. Winning the Jamboree. Beating Sullivan and killing off the industry. We all have our own personal vendetta, Slade. So I understand you're mad. You're fired up for it. And me too. I can't wait. But I hope to God you bring your A game. No B, no C, nothing. I want your very best at FD3. And I also want Dalton's best too. At the end of the day, I still love you both. You both are my friends. We're family. But at the same time, I don't think you care anymore.
I don't care.
I mean, look what you've been focused on this the whole time I've been talking to you. You have not looked me in the eyes for more than 5 seconds. I'm turning down to my waist.
Because I believe it's the same as Slade's time. I believe it's his time to take that belt home with me.
You said the same thing at Hell Frozen Over. Look what I got you. Lying on your back. For 1, 2, 3.
And you are right. This is going to cause chapter 2 in my story.
Can I tell you something? You know what you're going to hear at the end at FD3? Ladies and gentlemen, and your winner, and still UWA World Heavyweight Champion, CJ. There's not going to be no new, still. And I told you to bring your very best. And I know you will. I'm just giving you a spoiler. In your story, which everybody's having stories nowadays, right down the toilet again. For the second time. And then after that, what's next for you, Slade? What's next after that? After another heartache and loss again for the world title, what's after that? It'll be 2 times that you failed. You're letting all your fans down. You're not letting me down. You're not letting me down. No. You're not letting me down. I respect the hell out of you as a man and as a performer. But you're letting yourself down, my friend. You're letting your family down.
You know what, buddy? You better be ready.
Oh, I better be ready? Let me understand this, you thick skull. You said you want to get in my head. Nobody's ever tried to get in my head. They tried, they've all failed. I am the master of mind games here in this company, not you and not Dalton either.
You just better be prepared, bitch.
There is some ugly tension in the Midwest Mafia, but that's not going to be good. But we got to get to our first contest this evening, a singles match, a clash of 2 behemoths. Chase Sullivan, Brett Anderson. And speaking of Brett Anderson, here comes the man from Virginia, current SVBW Finish Line champion, but more than anything, perhaps one of the rising stars in UWA. And he really is. This man debuted last year, fought Jake Howell for his then Heritage Championship, really put on a show, and he's been really climbing through these ranks ever since. We saw him fight CJ at Jamboree Night 1 in a world title match, open challenge. Great match there, but tonight is once again about respect. It really is about Sullivan and E.T., the commissioner of UWA, E.T. Eric Trailer Mullins. That is what this is about. In this battle of respect, these months and months of sniping at each other, it's going to come to a head because we saw it announced earlier this week. There will be a wrestling match between Commissioner Mullins and Chase Sullivan. Southern title versus ET's wrestling career. And that will be at FD3, the biggest show that we put on every year. It's going to happen there. But you have to wonder before we get there, it's destiny. We saw J.D. Mercer last week, another one of ET's friends and longtime opponents and partners, come out to defend Will Jackson. Could that be on the horizon? Only time will tell. Destiny is a couple of weeks away. Here comes Chase Sullivan, the Southern champion, a man who has a lot on his mind. He's been doing a lot lately. He has defended the title against Vador. Had a really hard-hitting back-and-forth match against Will Jackson, but both times, and maybe most crucially here, Chase Sullivan has walked out on top because of that bus driver move where he drives their head into the canvas. This is going to be a battle of the behemoths. I think they're a little bit even when it comes to size, but their styles are completely different. Chase Sullivan, of course, is a powerhouse, is a brawler. Brett Anderson is ground game. He is most comfortable on the mat, doing holds, doing submissions, striking. He wants to wear them down. Chase Sullivan wants to put them down. You know, I mean, you really got to wonder. You know, that match for FD was announced. Chase Sullivan, Commissioner ET, last man standing for the Southern title or ET's career.
Bell. Ring the bell.
Is that weighing on Sullivan this evening? We're just going to have to find out. And it wouldn't be Chase Sullivan if there wasn't some jaw jacking.
Oh! SBDW!
We're doing this shtick again.
Man, they must be giving titles out like it's a participation trophy, don't they?
Sometimes I wonder if Chase Sullivan loves to wrestle or talk. And he spits on the belt again, is going to throw it out.
I don't belong here.
And you know that's going to be a real big problem for Brett Anderson. That is not going to sit well with him, but I suppose it is time to go. They are getting ready. Sullivan, Anderson one-on-one. And they lock up. Jockeying, and Sullivan pushes Brett away, but that does not work as well against Brett as it does Vador or Will Jackson. Brett is a burly man. That's not going to work. Sullivan, left hand. Clear disrespect. Slap to the face now. But Brett's going to go at it. And now Brett firing off shots on Chase Sullivan. Now this is one of Chase Sullivan's biggest issues as Southern champion. He lets himself get in these situations, but somehow he always finds a way out. Will he find a way out of this? Only time will tell. As Brett is continuing this strike assault here, this is not Brett Anderson's usual wrestling strategy or game. He is, again, on the mat, doing submissions, doing holds. He's never been called a brawler, but he's trying to go shot for shot with Chase Sullivan, who is a hard hitter. Now Sullivan on the mat once again. And that's all because he let his mouth really run too much, and now Brett Anderson is mad. And now Brett has the right arm of Sullivan, wrenches over. And this, folks, is where Brett Anderson is most comfortable. On the mat, working on these holds. Trapped in it, Sullivan with another slap to the face. And I think that time, that rocked Anderson. That was a big shot. And this is giving Sullivan plenty of time to get up. We didn't see that in the last two matches that Sullivan's had. So he's adapting as these opponents come down the pike. Chop! To Brett Anderson. And go for... Oh, and this time Brett blocks. Anderson's blocked it. Chop to Sullivan. There. And now Sullivan on the onslaught of those chops by Brett Anderson. And a third one for some lucky numbers. And now Anderson kicks to the shin. Uppercut to Sullivan. Oh, stunner by Anderson. That's his signature move. It's this early in the match. Oh, no. Oh, no. Brett Anderson's right leg just buckled. I'm not sure Sullivan's too close to the ropes, and yeah, he just got the ropes. That was not good for Brett Anderson. Did you guys see that Brett's right leg buckled really bad? If he would have been a little bit quicker, he could have gotten a surprise 3 count. Now Brett trying to capitalize. That was a stunner out of nowhere. I think he's going to do something. Uh-oh. Brett going to go to the second rope, ironically, to Brett's rope. But Sullivan gets out of the way. This is just a battle of the giants here. This is nothing I would say is going to be like Brett's usual technical acumen. This is going to be a fight, and so far it's been a fight. Sullivan with a knee to the gut. Now Chase Sullivan going to go for it here. Infringement, he couldn't quite get all of it, but it still took Brett Anderson down. It chopped him down like a damn redwood tree. Sullivan's not going to go for the cover. I think something's happening here. I think we should look at a replay because that was a lot of action in a short amount of time. Brett Anderson just caught him in the stunner. Sullivan folded like a stack of cards. And then that wasn't enough, so Sullivan came back, reared back, hit the infringement lariat, and just took him down. There wasn't nothing pretty about that, folks. Now Sullivan, I think... Oh, shot to the gut by Anderson. Big right. Another stunner. This time nowhere near the ropes. Can Sullivan get out of it? And he does. Southern champion Chase Sullivan gets the shoulder up there. Brett is, head scissors by Sullivan. Going to go over the pin. No, didn't get him. 2 quick pins and 2 quick kickouts. They're step in step with each other. This is just 2 big men fighting here. That's the kind of the motive here. Now Chase Sullivan stopping the mat. What is Chase Sullivan thinking here? Just kick to the gut. And now Sullivan's got him in the headlock. Bus driver. Down to the canvas. Is that going to be all?
2, 3.
That's going to be all. Honestly, that's kind of surprising. He just put Brett Anderson back in his place a little bit. I think something's wrong with Brett Anderson. He just got manhandled there. Oh, no. Oh, no, we've seen it before. Sullivan has the brass knuckles. He's knocked out a couple people with these brass knuckles. Will he knock out Brett Anderson here? Is he going to knock him out? He knocks him out with the knuckles. Now just going to mount him with those knuckles. Rain down shots. There's J.D. Mercer again. There's J.D. Mercer. Oh! Oh, my God. With the kendo stick.
We'll make this personal. You want to go after my guys? Guess what? At Destiny, coming for this. No DQ.
Ooh, the challenge has been made.
One more for good.
Oh! Mercer
So deal with
wants
that.
Sullivan at Destiny. He's picking up Brett. Can we expect that match for Destiny? Are we going to see J.D. Mercer and Chase Sullivan officially made for Destiny for the Southern Heavyweight title? Again, second week in a row, Mercer has attacked Sullivan, but this time he leaves him laying. That's a story right there.
I don't want to talk. I got too much on my mind right now. I lost that freaking jamboree to a damn clown. To a clown. Of all things, to a clown. And now I'm getting backlash for it. Okay? I'm tired of it. Pogo, if you've got the balls, meet me in the ring next week so you and I can talk. Because I can tell you this right now, Pogo. I'm taking that damn title from you. One way or another.
Man, look. I'm sorry to bother you. I've been going a lot through my head, dude. Did you just hear what he said?
I've been back here drinking this Mountain Lightning. I don't even know what it is.
Of course, we're all thirsty because I got a Baja Blast. That man thinks I better bring my A game.
I would hope that you would.
He's gonna find out I will.
Cool. That's great. I thought we were having a day at the office. Honestly, I've been I'm about to wrestle Phantasmal Vador. I never faced him before. I'm kind of nervous, actually. I'm kind of nervous of some injuries. Any advice?
Any advice? You like to wrestle a lot, don't you?
That's kind of my job, yeah.
Yeah, it's all of our jobs. I'll tell you what. Since you like to wrestle so much, and all this shit's been going on, I want you at Destiny.
Why?
To prove to the world why I am the heartache.
Okay. So your solution of that is fighting me. You want it?
If you like wrestling so much, then yes. Because it seems like you're taking his back.
We have not mentioned. Okay.
No, not yet.
No. Okay. No. Look. You know what? Look. I care about you both. You're my friend. CJ's my friend. We've been through a lot together as a group over these past, let's say, I don't know, like 1-2 years. And I don't like how you're talking to me. I was just trying to get ready for my match, and you come back here all, stomping all mad, all like you didn't want to do that. So if you want to fight, we can fight. I love you, brother, but the way you're acting right now, I don't know if I know you really well anymore, man. You seem full of hatred and anger, all because of what? Because something happened? I mean, I know you lost your title match. No, that's been getting to you lately. But don't let it get to you. You want to bring your A game, then bring it against me. How about that? Since you want to talk about A games and all this, and I take some people's back, I only take kindly to that. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go wrestle, and I'm going to do my job.
How about you just go ahead and wrestle?
Okay, that's fine. Loser buys beers then.
Well, I'll see you at Destiny, bitch.
As if this couldn't get any crazier, are we actually going to see Jake Howell and Sammy Slade at Destiny? Oh my, okay, you know what? We got to move on. Next match, here we go. First time ever singles match here on the Underground League. We saw this man coming up right here a few weeks ago really have a standout performance against Southern Heavyweight Champion Chase Sullivan. This is a man, quite frankly, that has won so many titles in YBW. We're glad to have him back this week. Here comes the breakout, Phantasma Vador. Of course, being he's from YBW, he closely associated with Aaron Blaze, who, of course, is the UWA Heritage Champion. And this man, Vador's opponent tonight, is somebody who really wants to capture the championship once again. I'm going to be honest, this match has a lot of Heritage Championship sort of lingerings around it. You know, one could say a victory in this match right here, this singles contest, is going to put somebody a long way towards the Heritage Championship. And that Heritage Championship means a whole hell of a lot to this man right here. This man got his eye stabbed out for it. And even then, it's been a rocky couple of months for him. But we're going to see him the first time since December he's appeared on Underground League. He's back with a vengeance. Jake Howell is on a mission to get the Heritage Championship back. He wants to fight Aaron Blaze. He wasn't pinned at Jamboree Night 1 in that Heritage Championship triple threat. This is, I think, going to be something very interesting. Not only of what we saw before this match with Slade, but this is going to be a really interesting match because, you know, it should be said, again, the Heritage Championship lingering in this match for both of these men. A victory in this match could really result in a championship match with Aaron Blaze in the future, which both of these men want. They both have a history with Aaron Blaze. I think both would like nothing more than to be in the Heritage Championship match, maybe even win the title. Here we go. Bell's rung. Howell, Vador, first time ever matchup, and some respect shown between these two men. Kick from Howell, kick from Vador. We're going to do a kick battle here. Both these men going at it. Vador kicks, Howell catches the leg, launches the elbow down on the leg. Now a kick to the gut sends Vador down to the mat, into the corner, but Howell's going back away. Sort of a strange thing with both these men. They both have been through a hell of a lot in their careers. I'll lock up. Size difference does go to Howell, but I think Vador has speed. Now Vador and Howell jockeying for position. I think they're going to go under. Howell wrenches the left arm. Now, just going to jump to get it. But no, Vador springs back up to his feet. Wrenches the arm of Howell now. Goes to the left arm. And now, Howell just tripped from that. That was not a good move by Jake Howell. And that just cost him a lot of momentum because now he's in a headlock. Having his lungs and neck really squeezed here as Vador is really getting on the headlock here. Wrenching the head. Limiting airflow here. Really is now only a game of what to do next because Vador is now wrenching really back, almost a captain's hook there. But Howell has one of those arms around Vador's waist, trying to find an out, trying to find an opening here, and he gets out. And that protective eye covering we've seen, he has to wear that. To cover his eye. He lost 80% of the sight in his right eye from a stabbing by J.R. Ford. I think Vador knows that, so this is kind of a stalemate here. And they lock up again. Now it's Howell that gets the headlock this time, and now he's going to wrench it. Trying to just get the airflow out of Phantasma Vador so he can get an advantage here. Howell goes over, switches over, and now headlock takeover. Now it's Howell's turn to wrench the headlock on the mat. Applying the pressure. Vador trying everything he can to find a way. Howell goes up, and we saw Blaze do that move versus Okami last week. But Howell doesn't hear now. Head scissors by Vador. Howell trying to figure out where he is. Going to try to bridge out of it. Trying to bridge out of it, but he couldn't. Now Vador is going to transition into a cross. Cross arm breaker. Now Howell did not try to lock the arms. And now he's going to try to elbow on the legs. Vador wrenches back. Howell going to try to get the ropes here. Trying to go on his stomach to reverse the pressure somewhat. To try to get out of this. Now, don't go for the cover. No. That was a quick one. My words couldn't quite catch up with me, but that is sort of the thing you're going to see in a kick by Vador. And now some big right hands by the breakout. Really, this is Vador's time to make a name for himself. This is a former UWA World and Heritage Champion, and Jake Howell. To get a win over Jake Howell this evening will be big for him, but now Howell's going to get him into the corner. Some big forearm strikes now to Vador. A big kick. Just walks away from him. And there's intensity in that man's eyes. Big splash by Howell. Just going to take his time. Going to do some methodical pace here. Goes again. Vador moves. Now, Vador was stunned by those forearms, but Howell is a bit stunned too. That was a huge chop by Vador. Now, Vador. Oh, and a knee in the corner. That could have been a version of his breakout knee. I think he modified it to hit Howell right in his sternum. Howell's had horrible sternum problems for the past couple of years, and I think Vador is trying to target that and to weaken it, but now Howell's going to go to the stomach. Punch to the face by Jake Howell. That shot to his chest made him mad. Now a knee by Vador. Enziguri. Cover now to pin Howell. No. Really, this is a Phantasma. Vador has, well, no pun intended, he's been fantastic on these underground leagues here recently. He took Chase Sullivan to his limit. But now, Howell's caught the leg kick to the back. Trying to find some leverage. Now gets him down, and I was going to get him in a knee bar. And they're in the middle of the ring, and you see Howell's right leg is kicking. Oh, God! He's transitioning in some kind of ankle lock variation. Vador is in the center of the ring. He has nowhere to go. He's got to find a way out of it. Going to transition now into an STF, or at least a version of an STF, trying to wrench it now. He's not quite getting all of it. Vador is not. Oh, no, a dragon sleeper now. And Vador, there's nowhere for Vador to go. Can the breakout find a way out of this? And no, and he did. He went right after the eye. And whether you love it or hate it, that was a smart strategy from Phantasma Vador, going after a weak point on Jake Howell. That clearly just did a number on Jake Howell, because now he's stumbling. That eye is a big weak point for him. And now forearm, it sends Howell down crashing to the mat. The agility of Vador on full display here. Howell's trying to get right back up to his feet. Another forearm shot by the breakout now. I think if Vador can hit one more. Off the rope now goes Vador, and now a sling blade takes down Jake Howell. Impressive agility now there by Vador. Now where is Vador? He's on go to the ropes here. Howell's getting to his feet, going to go for the axe handle or something similar to that. Vador, Howell meets him with a kick to the gut. But that could have just done some big damage to him. Kick now. Now some big kicks by Jake Howell. Now some forearm strikes. Really just trying to get Vador to where he needs to be. Now sends Vador up of the big clothesline. That was a big move. Cover now, not hooks the leg. And Vador finds the shoulder. Gets his shoulder up. And now Howell's right back on him, right back to the headlock. Of course, both these men use running strikes as their main maneuver. Howell, of course, has the headshot lariat. Vador has the breakout's knee. Kind of an interesting battle to see who can hit their finisher first and hopefully score a big victory here on tonight's Underground League. As Howell continues to wrench the headlock, and now Vador is trying to find a way out, but that clothesline took a lot out of him. Stomp now to the back. Does Vador. I really do think that Jake Howell has been really struggling ever since that eye injury. You saw how just one shot to that eye, and now Vador is targeting now with those forearms, how one shot to that eye has changed the complexity of this match. That clothesline was almost a desperation move from Jake Howell. And now a knee to the sternum. Vador using those weak points on Jake Howell that we've seen time and time again to his advantage. And like I said, there are some big Heritage title implications to this match. Howell might be busy at Destiny fighting Sammy Slade, which that's a huge match all on itself. We've never seen that before. But now a big shot to the head. They're almost at a stalemate here. Howell is still dazed from that shot to the eye. Now Vador once again going to go after that side of the face. But a forearm back by Jake Howell. Uppercut by Vador. Forearm by Howell. Now they're just going to trade shots. Big right by Vador. A smack to the face. And sent chop from Vador. Now they're throwing rounds. They're throwing him now. Forearm by Howell. Trying to get any type of momentum that he can. Now has Vador. Does Jake Howell kick to the gut. really been working on his kicks, but now Vador goes to the gut. Oh! Oh! My God! Oh, kick to the sternum again. Big lariat again by Jake Howell. Second time going to the well. Trying to get Vador up now. Uppercut by Jake Howell's got him by the body. And belly to bellies, and that was a big one. Cover now. But Vador gets the shoulder up again. Some great back and forth action between these two here on the Underground League. Props to ET for this great night of action here we've seen tonight.
4, 5.
You see, both these men are just throwing everything that they have. They know the implications. They know that down the road they both want to fight Aaron Blaze. That is their goal. Is now Vador is the first one up. It's clear that, Vador being the speedier competitor, that was always going to be the case. They're both on their feet. Wait, oh my God, no, discus. Over the Golden Flame, breakout's knee by Vador. And now Jake Howell is in the corner. Off the ropes, does Vador. Broken picture frame. Oh my God. What's he going to go for now? He's getting Howell back to his sit. Uh-oh. We saw this in the Sullivan match. Broken picture frame again. Just took his head off with it. Hooks the leg. Does Vador to get the win. No, Jake Howell powers out of that one. There's that fighting spirit that we know Jake Howell for. He will not quit until he cannot walk. Forearm now by Howell to Vador, and now a big strike from Vador. But again, Vador is the speedier wrestler, and he's up before Jake Howell. Is this time for Vador? Rolls, does Vador. Wait, Howell catches it with an MFG cutter. Oh my God. Forearms. Big strikes to Vador. Vador is on Dream Street. Throws it. Off the ropes. Goes Jake Howell. Headshot lariat. Vador is out like a light.
2, 3.
And Jake Howell wins it here. Look at this. That axe kick from Vador. That huge strike on the ropes. Howell came back with a big lariat. And the belly to belly. But it was from there. The breakout's knee was used. Then followed by that one broken picture frame. And then now the second one, which it took Jake Howell's head off. And then this roll through move, Vador was going to set up something. Then Jake Howell caught him with the MFG cutter. And then that was all she wrote. Because then the headshot lariat took Vador's head off. And on this date, it's Jake Howell getting the win over Phantasma Vador with that huge move. That's a good win for Jake Howell. He needed that type of victory right now. But you got to give props to Vador. You got to give the respect to Vador. He's been showing out here lately. I would not be surprised if we don't see Vador do big things soon. And there's a handshake. The Vador's clean out. Jake Howell gets the victory here on Underground League 19. The match with Sammy Slade in his future and with Aaron Blaze set in his sights, Howell continues on. But I'm getting word we have CJ's backstage and he wants to talk. I think all the fans maybe want to know just one thing, and I'm going to let you get back to what you were doing there.
Oh, I was just hanging out. No, not taking up any of my time.
I know there's a photo shoot today.
Yeah, it's all right.
But seems Slade wants the title. I think Dalton wants the title. What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah, what do you want?
At this point, I already have everything I wanted. And if I do so happen to lose this, I'm I'm not sure what I want anymore. I really don't know. But that's not going to happen, though. And that's a promise. So, Slade, Dalton, good luck to you both. But you're going to need it more than I do.
After that, this has been an explosive Underground League episode. I can confirm right now the first match for Destiny has been announced, and the rest will come soon. And we will reveal that shortly. But a big wins for Chase Sullivan and Jake Howell tonight. Sammy Slade making his intentions clear with this situation. But the first match to be announced for Destiny will be Chase Sullivan and JD Mercer for the Southern Heavyweight title. No disqualification. The rest of the card will come soon. I'm excited for that. That's going to be a good match. And more will be announced soon. But it's been really fun here. Episode number 19 of Underground League. I'm Dan Birmingham. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday evening. We will see y'all next time. Take care.